depositing some money in a conventional bank. The bank itself has both sections, conventional and so-called Islamic. And is it permissible to deposit the money in this bank? I guess now we can join Brother Muhammad from KSA and his question to this question as well. My dear brothers and sisters, if the person doesn't have a lawful way to deposit his money, whether it's a huge amount, large volume of cash, or a small amount, if you don't have the access to keep it in an Islamic investment or an Islamic bank, then your only option is to keep it in any conventional bank which is available. There is no blame upon you whatsoever, because no one would ask you to keep your money under your pillow or keep it in a safe at home. This is not safe whatsoever. So keep it in the bank. But Sheikh, they generate interest and they give it to you. Do as Muhammad from the KSA used to do. Do not leave the interest for them. Collect it and give it away. It is not a sadaqah from you because it is not halal. It is simply getting rid of the interest. So you're not blameworthy whatsoever? No, you're not blameworthy whatsoever. Muhammad from Ethiopia said, but they say that we have an Islamic transaction department. And I walked into one of those banks here in Egypt, in Cairo once, and they said the Bank of whatever, the Department of Islamic Transaction. So I spoke to the manager and I said, you know, when you have this huge sign which says the Islamic Transaction Department, what does it mean? It means that you are inclusively admitting that the rest of the departments or the main bank is not Islamic, is dealing with riba. Don't you think so? So he patted on my shoulder and said, look, we all know all of that. It is basically to soothe and accommodate the investor or the depositor, the person who has money, to bring him to save his money with us or to invest it whichever way. But it is the same safe and we deal with it the same way. It makes you happy to tell you that it is halal. We will tell you that it is halal. But we do the same with your money and with the money of the other person who, before depositing his money, he knows that he will be collecting 10%, 11%, or 20% right now, 20% in some banks as interest. Doesn't care. He only cares about how much revenue will I get guaranteed, and my capital sum is fixed. This is 100% riba, no doubt in this regard. Okay? But some people are reluctant to deposit their money with us because of the fixed rate, so we make it sounds halal for them by saying it's Islamic. How much will you get? Oh, it may be 16, 14, 13, we're not sure. So he will give you less just to make you happy. What matters is not what has been said. What matters is something deeper than that. What do they do with my money? If I have a couple million and I leave it in this bank, deposited in a current account or as an investment, what happens? What do you invest it in? How do you invest it? In a conventional bank, they do not really care about legal and illegal from an Islamic perspective, as far as when somebody comes to borrow the money from the bank, which will be my money and everybody's money, or a portion from each one of us from their money, it will be given to a debtor, somebody who's borrowing to build a nightclub, perhaps a movie theater, maybe a pharmaceutical company, as you said. Great, but I don't have an access to know where my money will be invested, and it is not really invested. They give the money to this person. They give the money so that they will charge interest on that as a creditor, and they don't really care whether his project is profitable or encountered a loss. They take their guarantees so that they will guarantee your capital sum as well. This whole picture is absolutely forbidden in our religion. So what matters is, I want to know, how would you invest my money? Now, Muhammad from the KSA, do you follow me? If this conventional bank said that we are doing or making a pharmaceutical company, as a bank, we're investing in a pharmaceutical company, we'll take your money and whoever else is interested, and you will be getting 20%, 30% of the net profit. Is that permissible? Of the net profit? Yes, that is permissible. So I will be getting a certain percentage of the net profit after all the expenses and utilities and all of that, and the same percentage is also true in case that it encounters loss. So I would also lose from my capital sum a similar percentage. So it is not guaranteed 100% that I will be getting how much money exactly. Rather, it will be a percentage of the profit, not of my capital sum. There is a big difference in between. So if this is the case with the bank, even if it is run by non-believers, it doesn't matter. Didn't Prophet Muhammad ﷺ buy and sell and mortgage with the Jews? Yes, he did. It is halal to deal with non-Muslims and to make business with non-Muslims, provided it is on Islamic terms.